Hey y'all, it's me, Shea Butter Love, popping in on this beautiful day. Got on my Shea Butter Love merch. Get it on my website, www.sheabutterlove.com. I decided to go ahead and do a video on mindfulness. I have another video on mindfulness that I done, and this is going to be part two. So, part two for mindfulness. It came to me this week specifically because I greatly changed my diet this week and I feel successful because it felt positive. I didn't feel agitated. I didn't feel the pressure of doing what I wanted to do. And I was able to establish the mentality of understanding that within even eating differently, within the spiritual practice of being mindful, it connects so greatly to eating differently and, upgrading your diet. And what it was able to establish, within me is that when it comes down to cleaning up your diet for the process of fasting, detoxing, eliminating things from your diet that are just not meant for you any longer or that do not make you feel like they are beneficial to your body, how important it is to once again go back to mindfulness. So I did a video on that and I wanted to go ahead and do a part two because I had more information coming to me that I wanted to relay to help people during this process of taking things one day at a time. So within my process for the past week, I went and I shopped for 7 days. I bought 7 days worth of different items that I wanted to put in my body within that week, and I allowed for there to be one thing that wasn't really the best on my list because of my menstruation, because sometimes when a woman menstruates we do need a little more salt or sugar, and that's just the way it is. So I'm proud of myself because I didn't deviate beyond the parameters of what it was I chose to do within my diet for the week. And it was actually very easy because I only focused on the day. I packed my lunch with me when I left, when I would go hiking or go on my walks. It was easy for me to say, hey, well, I have this to eat. Munch a little here, munch a little there, a little handful of nuts. And I was even able to take it a step deeper and say, because I'm doing some things right now and I'm changing right now and it's for the better, and I'm like processing it and I'm trying to understand, well, why is it that I'm able to surrender so easily? Why is it that I am processing so much in my spirit and my mind, and I'm tying so many loose ends and making peace with so many different things? And what I've been able to establish is that it's been easier for me because I'm focused on the moment. I'm in a space of mindfulness. I'm able to say, hey, focus on your breathing, these steps today. What is it that you need to do for today, for your body, for your mind, for your spirit, for you emotionally? And the only time I'm utilizing the past is in reference to either say, hey, I'm not doing that anymore. Because you can use your past as a reference guide for wisdom. Wisdom comes to help guide you, slap you on the wrist and say, hey, you know better than that. Pass the message on, slap them on the wrist, and focusing on tomorrow for the benefit of merely just planning. And there have been some people that are close to me that have directly been witnessing my change and my growth and the good and the bad days of that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is not peaches and cream. Sometimes in this life we got to let some stuff go from our past in order to move forward peacefully into the present moment and be able to focus and go further and beyond into the future. And sometimes we don't want to do that because we are stubborn, because we are set in our ways, because we are fixated. I'm a Leo, so my sign is fixed, which means I am highly stubborn and I get fixated on the desire or the outcome of what it is I want. Sometimes what it is you want ain't what it is that's going with you into your future. It's not for you any longer. So in this moment, in this time, in this week, with me upgrading my eating, I was like, oh, I'm going to do this for a week. But guess what? I'm going to do it again next week. Because what it is I'm doing is creating a ritual, and I'm preparing my body to transform into something that it hasn't done in a while. And for me, it's not just about the look. A lot of people, that's their focus. For me, it's different. It's within. And it's not to say one thing is better than the other. You know, for me, I'm doing things for different reasons. So I want to be short with this video, and I want to be straight to the point, and I want to say that if you are on the journey to recovery within your mind, recovery within your spirit, within your lifestyle, some of us are not recovering from drugs and alcohol, but we are recovering from lifestyles that no longer benefit us. And I'm like, wow, this is the reason why everything is happening the way it's happening, because I'm in a time and a space within myself as a woman where transformation is taking place, whether I like it or not. The time is now. The time is right now. The time is not yesterday and who did what. And that's okay, because we learn from who did what and what we did and what we regret, hopefully. The focus is now. Being in this moment, in this space, able to breathe and focus on that. Because this is the time and the space that I'm in right now that exists. When they say time is an illusion, you take it for what you want to take it for. I'm going to take it as the truth. All we have is right now. All the plans in the world can solidify and tie into different things to form, hopefully, foundations for the future, whether it's our family or, otherwise. But we cannot control that to the level that we think we can. Only thing we can do is try to be in control of the moment and the energy that we feed the present moment, because it's not about controlling people or things outside of us always. It's about us controlling our own response, reaction, and energy, and what we do with this moment. So yesterday was yesterday. I said some things yesterday that I will not say again today. And I've made that decision. And I'm at peace with that. And this is the way that we as people can grow. This is the way you can begin to build. You start within, and you allow that to come on and shine without. So I hope that the message reached who it needed to reach. Sometimes it's for several people. Sometimes it's for one person. And I want to say in closing, thank you. Because on this journey, we are here for one another to do this. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement, and free game. Peace.